Vishnu, 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 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. Ram, Ram, Ram. Om Neem Karoli Babaji, Phyo Namah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we'll do today is Mula Nakshatra. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be doing the padas of Anuradha as well. But today I'm charged up and very excited to explain you about Mula Nakshatra. We'll also be discussing Gandhanta and Gandmulas in detail. You will be enjoying that as well. And today I will help you how we can derivate the Mula Nakshatra. So the Gandmula concept derivation is something that will be seen today in this lecture as well. So ladies and gentlemen, the 19th nakshatra in the nakshatra belt system is the Mula nakshatra, and one liner for this Mula nakshatra is it is a foundation star. Foundation Tara, foundation star. Okay, so why do we say this as a foundation star? You know what? This is the nakshatra from where the Srishti actually started. Can you believe that? The Srishti started from here. You'll be astonished. You'll be astonished to understand the qualities of this nakshatra. I'm extremely excited. If you people have any planets in the Moola, please write it in the chat. Just do it in the chat that if you have any planets in the Moola, you people are going to enjoy that, right? And you will learn a lot. So let me draw this chart. Let me see who's writing it. Oh my God, Jupiter and D9 in Moola. Okay. Just one. Okay. If more people coming, Rahu in Moola, Sun, Moon in Moola. Okay. We got two more chats here. Somebody says Shashank ascendant in Moola. Wow. Okay. My son's Venus is in Moola. Sun in D9 in Moola. Perfect. So, okay, my son's Jupiter is in Moola. So I'm making a Kalpurush Kundli here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. How do we check T9 planets in Nakshatra? Surbi, we can easily check it. We'll tell you how you can check it. Okay, Venus in the Moola. My Mercury is in the Moola. Okay. The software tells you. We just have to activate that particular option in the PL9 and it will show you all the nakshatras. Okay. So this is a Kalpurush Kundli. And the position of Moola is Sagittarius from here to here. So which is 0 degrees of Sagittarius to 13 degree 20 minutes of Dhanu, Sagittarius. The padas are Aries. The first pada is Aries. Then we have Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. These are the padas P1, P2, P3, and P4. The ruling planet based on the Vimshottari Mahadasha system is Ketu, and the overall zodiac sign is associated with Jupiter. It is a Adhomukha nakshatra. Adho means looking down. So whenever you're looking down, you're very, very careful in the walk, in the decisions that you take in your life. You've got to be extremely, extremely careful. Okay, so this is something which is seen, uh, with the quality of the people who are born in Mula. I mean, whatever decision they may take, they may think twice, thrice, and they are very careful in their moves in the life. So that's something very, very important. It's a Tiksha nakshatra, very, very sharp nakshatra, I must tell you. It has extremely sharp qualities. And these are all very simple characteristics. The actual game will start from here, what I'm going to tell you. You see, a soul has to take birth only because of the Shadripus. What are Shadripus? Are your weaknesses, which is there in the sixth house. So if you count 4 houses from the sixth house, you will find the mother of your Shadripus. Hello? Any house, maybe Lagna, 4th house from the Lagna is your mother's house. What is the purpose of mother? Mother is known as Janani. She is going to give you birth. She is the one who will give you the birth. And you are born because of all the bad karmas and because of the all bad habits of the past. If you had no Shadripus, you'll get moksha. Means that you have no kama, no krodha, no lobha, no moha, no masa, no madira, nothing. You will get into the moksha straight away. You don't have to reach here and take a birth here. Now, this area over here, especially the first 2 padas of Mula and the last 2 padas of Jeshtha, are extreme Gandhantas. Not all 4 padas of Jeshtha and all 4 padas of Mula are Gandhantas. The last 2 padas of Jeshtha and the first 2 padas of Mula are extreme Gandhantas. Although all 4 padas are Gandhantas, but these are the extreme. The first 2 of Mula are the extreme Gandhantas. You'll try and understand the exact meaning of Ganda Mula. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you are doing Om. This is a straight line which is created of a good energy. This line is actually not horizontal. This line is a vertical line. So you are here and here is Shivlok. We have Vishnu Lok and above the Vishnu Lok we have Shiva Lok. As I was teaching in the Shiv Mahapuran, the son and the grandson relationship of Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma. Vishnu is son of Shiva and Brahma is grandson of Shiva. Clearly mentioned in the Shiv Mahapuran. Clearly. You saw that lecture and you try and understand that. Now, you're doing this Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. A straight beam of energy is going ahead and is trying to connect with Vishnu Loka and then finally by the Shiva Loka. Right here in the middle, you had couple of drinks and you have also betrayed someone. You've also cheated someone. What happens? This particular thing from here, like this, will have a break. So it was going ahead, it was like this, it just broke. There's a gap here. A karma is noted, cheated someone. Your sadhana was reaching Shiva Loka, stopped in between. That is why when you do your sadhana, when you do Om Namah Shivaya, when you do Shiv Shive, Om Hom Jum Saha, Kleem Krishna Kleem, Kleem Krishna Kleem, Kleem Krishna Kleem, Kleem Krishna Kleem, you're making your Kalpurush Ichha tree, you're making your Kalpa Vriksha, and you do a bad karma. I explained you how to make your Kalpa Vriksha in Shiv Mahapuran. And I also explained you how you people can break Gandhantas. The technique of breaking the Gandhantas are clearly mentioned in SMP. And a lot of you know now how you break your Gandhantas. So there is a break here in between. Now you said, oh, you realize that you've made a mistake. And you gave everything back to the person with whom you've cheated. You apologized. And you started your sadhana again. Like if you've eaten non-veg or if you've boozed, you said, oh God, what have I done? Please apologize. I will not do it again. Let me start my sadhana again. So sadhana started again from here. But this thread that was broken from here has to be tied with the knot. जैसे आपकी डोर टूट जाती है ना पतंग उड़ाते हुए, फिर आप उसमें गांठ लगाते हो. That knot in Sanskrit is known as Ganda. Ganda. And these karmas that you've done in the Ganda goes to the Gandmulas at 3 places. Here and here. Okay. So from emotions, water, which are your bad emotions, good emotions, to Agni, fire. So actual Gandhantas are only from the combination of water and fire only, nothing else. There is no other LOC as a Gandhanta LOC. Only when the emotions are purified, that junction is known as a Gandhanta junction. And how will that purification come? You have to settle this karma. You have to settle this karma. And when you have really made tons and tons of such karmas, you are actually born in the Gandhanta. There's a lot of such karmic settlements. Lot. Sun in Gandhanta, moon in Gandhanta, ascendant in Gandhanta shows that there was a bad karma in the past and you have to settle it. So who's carrying the list of accomplished karmas, things that you have already achieved in your life? Ketu. So on the entrance of every Gandhanta, we have Ketu Maharaj sitting. We have Ketu sitting here in Ashwini, receiving your emotions. We have Ketu sitting here in Magha, and we have Ketu sitting here in the Moola. Out of these three Gandhantas, the Gandhanta of Ashwini, the Gandhanta of Magha, and the Gandhanta of Moola, the most powerful Gandhanta is the Gandhanta of Moola. Make a note of this thing. It is very severe. It is extremely severe. It is extremely severe. If you have ascendant, sun, moon, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, Ketu, Mercury, in these Gandhantas, I must tell you that you have really good karmas to settle in this life. And if you have the dasha of that planet running, all these knots that you've created in the past life, when you broke your sadhana, you broke the chain of your good karmas, you did some negative karmas, that chain was broken, and then you tied up that chain again, you realized that something was wrong. A karma is noted by Ketu and is stored for settlement in the Gandhanta. And if that karma is very high, you are actually born in the Gandhanta, in the Gandmula, which brings tons of suffering to you, to your family, to your father, to your brother, to your body, to your kutumba, to your parivara. After you're born, there is suffering, there is delay, there are unexpected events that happen in life. From nowhere, the karma comes and you have to settle that karma. You see, as I said, that this house is fourth from your Shadripus, and you are getting birth because of your Shadripus. That is one of the reasons that the progeny in the female chart is not seen from the fifth house, it is seen from the ninth house. You must remember this. संतान की प्राप्ति एक औरत की कुंडली में, एक फीमेल की कुंडली में पंचम भाव के साथ साथ नवम भाव से भी देखी जाती है. If the ninth house lord is not well placed, if there is destruction in the ninth house, or the placement of the ninth lord in the D9 or in the D7 chart is not good, there are problems. There are absolutely problems, in the progeny. Now, let us go further. We know these basics, but yet the lecture has not started. The lecture will start from here, when Muni Parashara just had this much of knowledge that I've given to you, just this much of knowledge. So what did he do? I'll explain you that. So whenever you have to understand something in your life, you have to make that particular thing as Lagna. Okay? So let's make Sagittarius as the Lagna in a chart, and let's begin the life from Mula. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Mula begins here. This is Mula Nakshatra, and this is 0 degrees of Sagittarius to 13 degrees and 20 minutes of Sagi. The star of foundation. Ketu is sitting here with Brahaspati. Why? It's a Rashi of Jupiter. And Jupiter has been given a status, Upadhi, of Jiva Karaka. What is Jiva Karaka? But before even we go to Jiva Karka, I want to understand what is Jiva. You see, Jiva is not only human. Jiva is equal to body plus soul. So do you think plants are Jiva? No. All the Jiva Jantu are Jivas because they have a body, they have heat, they have water, they have blood, they have mercury, which is skin, and they have a soul. It also defines that eating vegetarian food is not releasing a soul, but eating non-vegetarian food, because it is a Jiva, it is created by Jupiter. And when you eat non-veg, the first thing that you destroy in your chart is Jupiter, because Jupiter is the project manager of all the Jivas, and he's making it, you are killing it and eating it. The first thing that you lose is the Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi will be there because Venus is okay with it. Lakshmi is there, ladies and gentlemen. इसीलिए गलत लोगों के पास भी पैसा होता है. नॉन वेजिटेरियन खाने वाले लोगों के पास भी पैसा होता है, शराब पीने के पास भी पैसा होता है. लोग मेरे से कहते हैं, सर अमेरिका में इतना पैसा क्यों है? वो तो लोग गाय भी खाते हैं, वे नॉन वेज भी खाते हैं, उनके पास सिर्फ पैसा ही है, कंफर्ट है, लग्जरी है. क्या उनके पास महालक्ष्मी है? Mahalakshmi means when you get prosperity, when you have tons of money and you have a disease-free life. You have a beautiful, beautiful, loving wife. You have children who are going to respect you like anything. You have long life of your parents. You have Sampurna Parivara. You have tons of knowledge. And you have tons and tons of mental peace. I do so many consultations in the western part of the world. And these people have money, but they have no mental peace. The husband is going around with someone else. The wife is going around with someone else. The sons and daughters are misbehaving. They say, hey, dad, this is my life, okay? I know what I'm supposed to do, okay? You've done a great job for me. Thank you very much. Let me take it ahead from here. They have so many breakups. They have diseases that we have not even heard and thought. And they have 19-year-old and 20-year-old going into schools and shooting people in the mall, in the public area. And the cops there have no tolerance. The moment you behave or misbehave with the cop, he's going to shoot you. There's a very, very, very hyper environment and very dry environment in the western part of the world. Very cold environment. You will feel so alone. You'll feel very alone in the western part of the world. No one has time for no one. Of course, you have Lakshmi, but you don't have Mahalakshmi. You don't have blessings of Jupiter. So Jiva is created by Jupiter, and Jiva has to be respected. That is why we feed birds, we feed dogs, we feed cows, we feed fishes. We do all these things. We don't sit behind the river or sit next to the river for whole day trying to hunt fish. Did you see that culture in India? No. We go to a river and we go and feed the fish. हम छोटी छोटी आटे की गोलियां डाल के डाल आते हैं. That is difference between India and western part of the world. Jiva is here. Jiva Karka. Ketu is saying, Devguru Brahaspati, we need to give body to this soul. Ashtam Bhava, Ashtam Scorpio is longevity. Longevity is over. Soul is with me. Devaguru Brahaspati, let's combine the body and the soul and make him come to the Mother Earth. Jupiter says, okay, we'll do it. I need blood and body. Trikona from the Jupiter here is Mangal, and Mangal is known as Deha Karka. Deha Karka. Deha means body. And this is also the Moola Trikona of Mangal, Aries. Aries is the empty of Mars, Moola Trikona. This is Moola Trikona of Jupiter, Sagittarius, because of this reason. This is the Moola Trikona of Mangal because of this reason, that Mangal is at work. Mangal is at work. Mangal as a blood is moving in the reproductive organ of the male and giving him that warmness and heat to do the progeny. Perfect. The body is created, soul is left. They run away to the Surya in the Trikona from Jupiter, known as the natural Atma Karaka. You see, the project managers are working. Atma Karaka. The project manager of your soul, Surya. They give them body here, Mangal. Sun is giving them your soul energy, the spark back. And a Jiva is created, which is body plus the soul. Now Jupiter discuss with Ketu what kind of karma this Jiva has. Say he has some karmas which were not good, this, that, some of them were good. Okay, Janam Nakshatra in the Ganda Mula. He has to open the knots of his life, right? He has to struggle at some age. He has to do certain pariharas. You will be born at the Gandhanta. No, he's done very good karma. Okay, give him a good ascendant, give him a good lagna, ask him what lagna he wants. If it matches with his karma, give him. If there is a scope of giving it, give it. Otherwise, you can also give him half body or 80% body. He has really tortured people in the past life, and he's not allowed people to move ahead in their life. He's slowed down the things for many people. He's crushed people in the corporate. He's banned people from the enjoyment. He's jailed people for no reason. Okay, make him an autistic child. Let him spend 70, 80 years in autism. You'll see lot of autistic children, they will have their birth in Gandamula, either in the nakshatras of Mercury or Ketu. Ketu is your past life karmas. They know what have you done, the accomplished karmas. And Mercury is the body, skin. Oh, so skin plus karma is equal to Gandamula. That is the reason that all the nakshatras of Mercury and all the nakshatras of Ketu which are making junctions here. This is again Ketu and Mercury, Ashalesha and Magha. This is Ashalesha and Revati here. All Mercury, Ketu, Mercury, Ketu. What is Mercury? Mercury is the skin, the body that you are getting. You were born handicapped, you were born with one this, one that, not good, not that. Everything will be decided by Mercury. They will call Mercury, hey Mercury, can you come? Can you come? We need to settle some karma for this person, and we want him to be with someone who has a neuro problem, who will have some strange kind of a disease and there will be suffering. Mercury is not interested in all these things, but he has to do it because nobody can deny the order of a guru, of a teacher. And that is why गंडमूल का हल भी टीचर के पास ही होता है, गुरु के पास ही होता है, क्योंकि गंडमूल की शुरुआत ही बृहस्पति से हुई. He is looking at the jivas and is asking the deha karka and atma karka to give their tattvas, and let's give birth to this person. There are other planets watching. There's other planets watching saying, Devaguru Brihaspati, suffering is not always fair. You are a guru, you must forgive this native. And Guru says, okay, I'm ready to forgive this particular native. You all take your positions and make him work the forgiveness. He has to work for the forgiveness. And Shani comes over here and says, okay, Shani Dev says, Gurudev, I will sit in the prakram of this person. And that is how Shani got his Mula Trikona in the Aquarius. Let me see what his prakram is. He's done certain bad karmas, right? I will sit in the Mula Trikona, I will work in his prakram, and I will motivate him to work. Fantastic. Chandra says, I will go and check his emotions. And I will see that how his mind behaves in the Shadripus this time. So that is why Chandra sat into the Taurus and got his Mula Trikona, his office there. In the sixth house of lust, Kama, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, ये सब कुछ मन में ही तो आता है, शरीर में थोड़ा ना काम आता है, मन में काम आता है, जिसके कारण शरीर उसको रिस्पॉन्ड करता है. So Chandra take the Mula Trikona, the office of all the Shadripus. Oh, Mercury says, Gurudev, I'll take the Mula Trikona of the 10th house. I would see how he works. Mula Trikona means the job to be done, the work, the settlement, the knots, to open the knots that you have created in the past. And Venus says, I will see how his hopes, wishes, and desires are. And Venus goes here. Venus takes the Mula Trikona. All the 7 planets have got their Mula Trikona. And Rahu just ran, oh, I want my Mula Trikona. Rahu says, okay, work, money, I'll take this Mula Trikona here, Rahu, with Mercury. I will take this. And Ketu says, no, I also have to be having a Mula Trikona. So Ketu got a by default Mula Trikona in the Pisces, in the 4th house. Ketu says you don't have to be headless at home. Be head on the shoulders. Be head on the shoulders. Behave. This is how the Mula Trikonas were established. And you see, suddenly you will realize one thing, that all these Mula Trikonas is a scope of improvement. Scope of improvement. You can improve your Ganda Mulas. You can improve your Gandhantas. Scope of improvement, Muni Parashara is thinking. And Muni Parashara name these scope of improvements as Upchaya houses. Oh, the Upchaya houses were created. Upchaya houses that you will grow with the time. 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house. The Moolas of Shani, Chandra, Mercury and Shukra. Upachya Bhava Sampurnam. Shiva Matra Jnana. So Shiva is sitting here, dual sign. Shiva sits here on the top. And he says, Shiva Matra Jnana. Shiva is the only ultimate knowledge. And these things will come through a guru. You will get a knowledge. You will improve your Upachayas. The planets are working in their Mula Trikonas. And this is how the entire Gandhanta, Gandamula concept was created in the BPHS, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. There's Ketu who is just capturing your karmas in the memory. Did you understand the real meaning of Mula? The real meaning of Mula is to go deep, root. When you eat mooli, there's a vegetable known as mooli, known as radish. It behaves like this. The mooli is like this, and then there are like this. So this is like a Shakti. This is like the root of that particular thing. And this looks like Ganesha as well, the front of Ganesha. Have you seen moolis like, they look like जैसे हाथी की trunk होती है. They ahead like that, moolis. So offering radish to Ganesha is one of the very powerful remedies if you have planets in the Moola. If you go to temple, certain Ganesha temples, they have offered mooli with the leaves. The entire leaves के साथ मूली वहां पे गणेश जी पे चढ़ा के आते हैं. There are certain festivals जहां पे sesame seed और मूली को मिक्स करके प्रसाद के रूप में दिया जाता है. The white sesame seeds and mooli. Moola is root. When you go deep, when you go really deep and trying to analyze something, that is Moola. So if you have planets in the Moola, you have habit of going very deep into a particular concept and try to understand that concept. You go beyond the roots. Rahu in the Moola or 10th Lord in the Moola, I have seen people getting into medical sciences and working as radiologists. Why radiologists? What is the purpose of a radiologist? To diagnose what is wrong. Ketu here is diagnosing what is wrong with these karmas. Where is the knot? Where is the cyst? Where is the cancer? I've seen people who dig in, research, people who are into mass destruction. Mass destruction. Because to take a new birth, there has to be a destruction. You have to die to come out of it. There has to be destructions. You see, whenever there are so many planets in the Moola, I'm actually very, very scared. I must tell you that. I feel very, very scared. I will show you something. I'll show you something. I have opened the Parashari software and I want to go to a date which is 11th of September 2001. Since I am in India, I would want this evening time here in India around 7:15 baje. This was the time in the morning in US. They are 10-11 hours behind us. And this is the day of 9/11 when the World Trade Centers were destroyed. There was a major attack in US, 9/11, if you remember. September 11th, 2001. I'm doing a prashna sitting here in India. Mars in Mula, Ketu in Mula, Bhrigubindu Point in Mula, the Lord of the third house and the eighth house. Third house is eighth from the eighth. And the Lord of the eighth house is Venus, and third house is also Venus. And this Venus is a Ati Marak Graha, sitting in the fifth house, aspecting the 11th house, the house of masses. So there will be mass killing that will happen that very day. And then we have lords of the Bhagya in the Moola, lord of family in the Moola, destruction. Father in the Moola, teachers, gurus, bosses, mentor in the Moola. It is going to be very, very destructive. We have Lagna. No, Lagna is also associated with Ketu here. It is a Mula Trikona sign of Ketu in the Moola. Office, you see, office. घर पे नहीं अटैक हो रहा है, ऑफिस में अटैक हो रहा है. Mula Trikona of Ketu. And look at planets in the Adra. Thunderstorm, Tufan. It is the root planet. ऑफिस की रूट ही खत्म हो जाएगी. 10th house. This is happening in the 10th house. The destruction is happening in the 10th house. And Atma is in conflict. Atma is in dispute. And Mercury is in Maranakand Sthana as well. Jupiter alone cannot save. Jupiter can only save few people who have done extremely good karmas. There is a Pitra dosha happening. Do you see how tragic and how bad can be the day and what kind of contribution Mula can have? The amount of contribution Mula is giving here. This was, ladies and gentlemen, 9/11. 9/11. Surbhi was saying, how do we check the nakshatras? So just double click. Okay, you get this pop-up. You click on Navamsha. Okay, Navamsha comes here. So when you see Navamsha here, you will have the nakshatras of Navamsha. It says D9 Navamsha chart here. It's showing all the nakshatras. And in the Navamsha that day, there was Amavasya Yoga happening. Oh my God. The eighth lord is again here, and Jupiter is in the sixth house, the third lord. And there is a Pishach dosha happening. Many souls will remain in the Pishacha. They were not expecting, they are not ready to take birth again. They'll fight, there'll be chaos on the top, so many mass deaths. And there's a Pishacha dosha happening here in the Navamsha. This is tragic. This is tragic. This was the story of 9/11, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you look at Prashna. This is how you look at certain days that are extremely dangerous. And destruction is under Shiva. The only way you can come out of such destructions on regular basis is when your moon is transiting in the Mula nakshatra, or when you have a particular planet transiting in the Mula. You start doing 27 mala of Om Namah Shivaya. 27 malas. Suppose you have Jupiter in the Mula, make a routine that every Thursday you will do 27 malas of Om Namah Shivaya. You have Mercury in the Mula, make sure you do 27 malas on Wednesday of Om Namah Shivaya, especially for your Ganda Mula. You have Mars, do it on Tuesday. You have Moon, do it on Monday. You have Sun, do it on Sunday. You've got Venus, do it on Friday. You've got Saturn, do it on Saturday. You've got Rahu, do it on Saturday. You have Ketu, do it on Tuesday. 27 mala specifically dedicated. And if you have Lagna, ascendant, or the Lagna Lord, if the Lagna Lord is Jupiter, then on Thursday you have to 27 plus 27 is equal to 54 malas of Om Namah Shivaya. Because Lagna control both Trikona and Kendra. So on Tuesday, one must do, if you have Aries rising and your ascendant is in the Gandamula or Gandhanta, 54 rounds of Om Namah Shivaya so that you don't face problems. Mula Nakshatra created the Gandhanta. Mula Nakshatra created those Gandmulas, the creation, the Mula Trikona for every other graha. Mula Trikona actually gave the creation of Upchaya Bhavas. That is how Upachayas were created. I always take 2 lectures for Mula, always, because Mula is a foundation. of Jyotisha. Mula is foundation of the birth. I am not in a hurry. I will do lectures on the weekdays, but I will make sure that every lecture counts in your life. I don't want to run. I'm okay. I have no greediness to start another batch. नक्षत्र खत्म हो नक्षत्र का और बैच शुरू होगा नहीं होगा. I make sure you learn these things in the proper way. Very important. Tomorrow we'll explain the traits of the Moola, the planets in the Moola. How did Arnold Schwarzenegger had a planet in the Moola? रावण का चंद्रमा मूला में था. कैसे उसने डिस्ट्रॉय किया उस चीज, कैसे अपने जीवन को उसने डिस्ट्रॉय किया मोक्ष के लिए. जो चीजें खुद क्रिएट की होती हैं उसको खुद आप डिस्ट्रॉय करते हो. आप अपने थॉट्स को डिस्ट्रॉय करते हो. इसको राइट वे में यूज किया आर्नोल्ड ने. He used to destroy his body every day. What do you do in a gym? You break your muscle and then you regain it next day. Breaking, regaining, breaking, regaining, breaking, regaining. That is how you develop your muscles. इस मूला एनर्जी को राइट वे से भी यूज किया जा सकता है, which I'll be explaining you in tomorrow's lecture with examples and other charts. We'll explain the Devi Nruti associated with Moola, Ketu, Praspati associated with Moola. Very, very important. You'll be announced that I'm going to spend 2 days in Mumbai in the live Mahalakshmi workshop on 10th and 11th of June. And we'll be spending, if you people can join me in Mumbai, we'll be spending 16 hours together for 2 days, more than maybe 20 hours together for 2 days in Mumbai on 10th and 11th of June. So I'll be in Mumbai doing a workshop known as Mahalakshmi workshop. We'll also be giving you certain Guru mantras there, right, and try to initiate you there. So you people are welcome. The registrations will start very soon. I have only limited seats because the area where we've booked has very limited seats. So I will be catering very limited people only. So tomorrow we'll start with various planets in the Moola, traits, characteristics, good things about Moola, bad, the favorite things that you can do, unfavorable things in Moola, right, and the padas of Moola and Anuradha. आज इतना ही करेंगे. I want you to digest this. I have given you derivation of Upchaya. I have given you derivation of the Moola. I hope this was crystal clear. It has been explained in the most easiest way. Okay.